Good evening, everyone. So, today we are going to read the story Thambi and the Singing Tree. I think I cannot zoom in on this. Okay, it's a level 3 book from storyweaver.org.in. The author of the story is Kenneth Youngstein, and illustrator is Debbie Faber-Human, and translator is Alicia Berger. Okay, let's start with our story. Walk down the red clay road and pass the small white church. You will come to a blue house with a red roof and a green door. How pretty! And the farm nearby. I like it already. Here lives Thembi, her brother Bongani, and their Gogo. Gogo is their grandma. Thembi, Bongani, and Gogo. Gogo is in the kitchen cooking dinner. From the window, she can see Bongani and the other children playing. But where is Thambi? So she's worried for Thambi. What is she cooking? It looks like she's cooking some vegetable soup or pasta, maybe. Gogo decides to go and find Thambi. She takes off her apron and goes to find her granddaughter. Where is my granddaughter? What happened to her? Gogo finds Thambi sitting under the big tree, playing with her favorite doll. Gogo asks Thambi, "Why are you sitting here, all alone?" "Oh," replies Thambi, "the other children don't want to play with me." "Oh, what's the matter?" "What about playing with your friend Sizani?" asks Gogo. "Sizani is mad at me," replies Thambi. "She said that I just ignored her last week." See? So, Thambi is walking with her doll, and Sizani sees her and says hello from a distance. But for some reason, Thambi did not notice. So that's why now Sizani is mad at Thambi. It happens, na? If we say hello to our friend and they ignore us or did not listen, we feel, oh, they are ignoring us. What's the matter? Gogo, I really didn't see her. Gogo, मैंने तो उसे देखा ही नहीं था. Why is she mad at me? "And what about playing with your brother?" asks Gogo. "Bongani doesn't like to play with me," sighs Thambi. He says that I miss every time he kicks the ball to me." What's wrong with Thambi? Can you guess what's wrong? What's troubling Thambi? "But aren't you lonely?" asks Gogo. "Oh no," replies Thambi. "I love sitting here, listening to the tree sing its beautiful song." The tree is singing beautiful songs. Do you know any tree that sings beautiful songs? Listen, can't you hear it? So Thampi is saying to Gogo, listen to the song. Gogo listens and then looks up into the tree to see a beautiful kingfisher, a cuckoo, and a robin all singing their songs. Do you see them? Kingfisher, cuckoo, and robin? I see them. Gogo remembers Thambi's teacher once telling her that Thambi struggled to see things on the board. Oh, that's what does that tell us? She has a problem with her eyesight, probably, right? So early the next morning, Gogo and Thambi walk to the local clinic. At the clinic, they meet Mr. Ntuli. He asks Thambi to cover one eye with her hand and to look at the wall in front of her and tell him what she can see. Thambi looks carefully at the wall and says, "I can see something, but I am not sure what it is." Mr. Nutoli puts a metal frame on Thambi's nose. Then he slides a round glass into the frame and again asks, "Thambi, now what can you see?" "I can see everything," shouts Thambi. "I can see the letter E and F and P. And even the little letters P, Z, and D. That's perfect, says Mr. Natuli. All you need are glasses and you will see just fine. The nurse takes Thambi and Gogo to another room where there are many shelves filled with different kinds of spectacle frames. Thambi chooses a pair of bright red frames. A good choice, says Gogo. After 1 week, Thambi and Gogo return to Mr. Ntuli's office. Thambi tries on her new glasses. Mr. Ntuli asks Thambi to look out the window and tell him what she sees. Oh, I see people, and there is a small dog, and there is a black bird on top of that house, says Thambi excitedly. Now she can see very well. When the small children are losing eyesight, they do not realize it because the process is so slow. So one of the first thing that happens is they cannot see the blackboard clearly. And that's when the teacher tells the parents, take her to or take him to a eye doctor, please. But then if there is a long vacation, nobody goes to school, then we do not realize that there is a problem like this. So it's very important, if a kid is saying things like, I did not see my friend, or I could not catch the ball correctly, or things like that. It's important to pay attention and go to an eye doctor. Thambi, says Mr. Natuli, I want you to promise me that you will wear your glasses every day. Oh, yes, replied Thambi. I promise. I love my new glasses. I love all the wonderful things I can see. As Gogo and Thambi walk home, Thambi sees Sizani on the other side of the road. Now she can see her friend clearly. Hi, Sizani, Thambi shouts. She waves at Sizani. Sizani smiles and waves back. She's happy. Just before Gogo and Thambi reach their house, they meet some of Thambi's school friends. Oh, Thambi, I love your new glasses, says one girl. They make you look really smart, comments one of the boys. All of a sudden, a ball comes rolling towards Thambi. It is Bongani, her elder brother. Thambi quickly kicks the ball back. Do you want to play? Asks Bongani. Yes, Thambi replies. But first, I have something very important to do. What is the most important thing? Thambi walks behind the house and sits under the large tree. As she looks up, she can see the kingfisher, the cuckoo, and the robin. Thank you, tree. Thank you for always singing to me, she says. So, once we are happy, we should not forget the friends who were there with us when we were sad, right? That's the moral, I guess. Other than that, go to eye doctor whenever you see that there is a little problem. Thank you for listening.